Hey, what's up, Facebook? It's your boy, Gideon Dave Newell. And as you can probably tell, I am angry right now. I am angrier than an angry bird. And you want to know what makes me angry? I'm glad you asked. I'll tell you what makes me angry. It's doing all the hard work, the research, prospecting, digging, and finding the perfect potential customer, client for my business. And I mean perfect. They fit to a T the avatar of what my perfect customer is. They're in the niche that I'm working with, which right now are realtors. I do marketing services for realtors. They, have all the pain points and problems in their business that I can solve. And they have money, which they aren't afraid to spend. I could go on and on, but for one line item after the other, this is the perfect customer for my business. And I finally get in front of them and I get ready to make my pitch and let them know what services I have and how I can help them, only to find out, no thanks, that's okay. We just signed up with competitor so-and-so yesterday. OMG, nothing makes me angry. I just want to, sorry about that. Hit my mic there in my anger. Didn't mean to pop your ears. Anyway, don't my anger get the best of me. It's just infuriating, right? To find out that this was the right customer for me and I lost out on the potential client only because a competitor got in line ahead of me. And it's frustrating because I know that I'm better at what we do. I know that I'm more experienced. I know that I'm more handsome. And I know that I have more value. I can do more for the client than anyone else can because I, have got other services and things that I can see where they've got holes in their systems and things that I can plug because I bring, whatever my background is and whatever your background is. You've felt that anger too, whether you're, a marketer or whether you make websites for folks or you do SEO services for dentists or you do advertising on Facebook and Google. Whatever your particular skill set, you've become an expert in, right? And you can bring that to other business owners who don't have that skill set. And it's just frustrating, right? To know that somebody else got there ahead of you. And just by virtue of timing, someone else got the job. So how do I avoid this? Again, I'm glad you asked. I got a tool here that I'm going to show you that I have a lot of fun with, and it's really helped me get my foot in the door ahead of a lot of folks. So here, let me share my screen and I'll show you what I got. If I just log in. There we go. So, how do I get ahead of everybody else? I'll tell you how I get ahead of them. I catch the clients before anybody else even knows that they're potential clients, before they even know they're in the business. So I told you a moment ago that I am marketing for real estate agents right now. So I'll use my tool here. I'll type in as a keyword realty, and I'm going to put in any of a number of these top-level domains, .com, .edu, .net, .de, .ch. They've got, as long as your arm, but .com for starters, right? I'm targeting realtors in the United States, but I could get even more specific by state or zip code. I could put in a date range, etc., etc. And what I'm going to get shortly, takes a little while for this to generate, is a list of registered domain names that have been put into the public domain name registry. Whenever someone buys a new website, domain name, joesmithrealty.com, that gets logged. And now we're looking at all the different people who have registered a domain name with the word realty. That was my keyword. And it says here that 5,495 leads were found against my search. The first few here, you see information on them because I've revealed them. But just by scrolling down, you'll see these blue unlock buttons, which by clicking on them, boom, will reveal information on that domain registrant. It gives the name of the domain. It gives the email address, a telephone number, the date that that domain was most recent or was initially registered, and the date that it was most recently renewed. So this particular one was renewed like 10, 12 days ago, which is why it came up in the list. ROELLI, Rowley Realty Group.com. So they just renewed their domain. There's some other key information here that I'm getting. This is going to help me get ahead of the line. There are little icons below these unlocked domains. There's a padlock with a number next to it, and that shows how many other people have used this tool to unlock this particular domain. So only one person has used this tool and found out about this particular person. So that's why this might be a good prospect for me. The second number shows a little plus sign and the number 2. That means that this particular person has registered 2 domain names that came in recent times. So let me back up. So what I like to look for are domain names that have a 1 or a 0 in this padlock, so no one else has yet found them, and have a 1 in this number of domain names, because someone who's got 3, 4, 5, 17 domain names is, potentially someone who's not at all a realtor. They're just domain name squatting. They've got 17 domain names that all have the word realty in it, and they're selling it off to different people. That's not my ideal customer. Maybe it's your ideal customer, but here's the first 10, and I could scroll down by 10, 50, whatever I want. The next step, you see these little unlock buttons refer to this. This tool shows that I have 7 out of 50 domains unlocked today. This tool, I use it all the time, and it helps me to unlock up to 50 domains or contacts per day. So, 7 times 50, right there is 350 leads you could get per week with this for free. And I do. But just for sake of argument, let's find one of these guys. Unlock. I can unlock a whole bunch. There we go. Now, a number of these I'm seeing already have got this as their email address, this privacy email address. That just means that when they registered it with their domain name register, they paid a little extra to be masked in the registry. But every now and then, I'm going to see someone's in the clear address. 007JR at MSN.com, for instance. So I could call this guy on his cell phone number, Johan Rodriguez, or I could email him. And I don't know if my bubble is hiding him there. Now you can see him too. Or I could contact him and take it from there. At any time, I can look at my unlocked leads, all the ones that I've chosen to save, and they're all here, half a dozen or something like that. And I can export them as a CSV file, comma separated value file, so I can import it in whatever my favorite tool is for mass contacting folks, email, text, etc. And that is basically my little secret weapon, which is not so secret anymore because I've shared it with you. And let me say, it is very therapeutic. It has gotten a lot off my chest to share that. Because when I'm contacting real estate agents, and I'm the first one in line because no one else even knows that they have a brand new website, and I get my foot in the door before anybody else does, man, that takes my blood pressure down. It makes the whole conversation that much easier for me because I already know that they likely haven't been approached with my service anymore. So I hope this tip has been helpful to you, whatever it is that you sell or whatever you do. I mean, this would be a great way for you also to get in the door ahead of anybody else. And if you want to check this tool out, it's ordinarily $197 a month, but there's actually currently a promo running, and so I can hook you up. I can get you it for free, and I'll put a link here alongside this video. All right, well, I'm feeling so much calmer now. I'll take my Angry Bird hat off. Red is not my color. It brings out the flush. All right, well, like I said, hope you're having a great one. Hope you're not angry like I was, and if you were, maybe now you're a little bit better. All right, have a good one.